from St. Edward High School. It is game time.
Did you want to work with him?
As we begin game one of a triple header between St. Edward and Reynoldsburg. Hi again, everybody. I'm Chris Mendoza, joined here with Adam Mendoza as we get set, like I said, for game one of a triple header between St. Edward and Reynoldsburg. St. Ed's coming off a 70-48 win versus the Rhodes Rams, and they are red hot as they come in to face the Raiders from Reynoldsburg.
Well, Reynoldsburg making the long trip from Columbus. This has been kind of an annual event between St. Ed's and Reynoldsburg of playing almost like the week of Christmas. And St. Ed's last year went down to Reynoldsburg to play all three teams there. And so this year they're coming up, and that's why the earlier start for these games. And I will have to say it is an honor to work with you as I get to work the camera and I get to be your grunt today. So
yeah, we get to flip roles for once.
Have fun.
Oh, yeah. So now we are getting set here for the tip-off, the opening tip. As for St. Ed's, it'll be number 34, Colin Crocker, taking it. And for Reynoldsburg, it'll be number 13, Jeremy Martin. And Reynoldsburg will get it to start the game. Xavier Brown has it.
St. Ed's out in a matchup zone defense.
Caden Jordan now dishing it out. As JT now passing it up to Malachi Boone. And there's going to be a foul, presumably on Reynoldsburg. And it'll be 2 shots for Colin Crocker as he will go to the line for the first foul of the game. That foul was on number 13, Jeremy Martin, his first of the game. Hits it.
Very key for the Eagles to get on the board quickly and score, and now especially at the free throw line.
This is the second one, but it'll be an offensive rebound for St. Edward. And there will be another foul, and there will be 2 more shots coming for the Eagles.
It was a good thing that they got the offensive rebound, was able to attack the rim once again, and they're back at the free throw line and try to extend the lead.
Johnny Ivanchik going to the line. That foul was on number 4, Ernest West of Reynoldsburg. And he misses that one. 6:23 to go here in the first quarter. 1-0 St. Ed's. That's more of a hockey score than a basketball score.
Absolutely, and when you get those freebies at the line, you've got to make and take the advantage of it.
And he hits the second one. Now 2-0 St. Edward. Now Xavier Brown bringing it up. Juan Mackey. Johnny Ivanchik now dishing it out to JT.
Really good ball movement that time as they worked it down the floor and was able to just work it in and out and get the easy shot underneath.
Yeah, JT Kishmeyer with the 2 ball, and that's his first points of the game. Is now Reynoldsburg having it. Jeremy Martin putting it up. And those are his first 2 points of the game. 4-2 now. 5:30 to go here as St. Ed's has it up on the court. JT with the ball, bringing it up towards half court. Driving inside, lost it, gets his own rebound, puts it up. No, can't get it. And that'll be out, and the ref will say that's going to go back to Reynoldsburg.
Eagles doing a nice job trying to work the baseline.
Xavier
trying to penetrate in there.
Xavier Brown to inbound it. Juan Mackey now bringing it up over the timeline. Now towards the Eagle bench. Doing a little dancing up there. Caden Jordan now with it, driving into the hoop, puts it up and puts it in for his first points of the game. And now we are tied at 4:50 to go here. St. Ed's bringing it up as Reynoldsburg now getting it back. Oh, but JT now bringing it up. JT puts it up, can't get it, gets his own rebound. Loose ball, and Reynoldsburg will pick it up. And that'll be number 13, Jeremy Martin, getting the score. And that's his 4th point of the game. 6-4 now, Reynoldsburg.
Good up and down action as nobody really wanted to take control of the basketball, but then they were able to and get the 2 points and take their first lead of the game.
And now JT from the free throw line can't get it off the back iron. Reynoldsburg, oh, get it. No. St. Ed's will get it back. Colin Crocker fighting for it. And Reynoldsburg will get it back as Ernest West will pass it to Xavier Brown. Can't get it to go. St. Ed's now will get it. Now passing it out to JT. JT bounce pass into Brian Vlasic. Basket will count. There's a timeout by Reynoldsburg, and we will take this timeout here on the Eagles Sports Network.
The St. Ed's Alumni Association is once again proud to sponsor the live stream broadcasts of your St. Edward Eagles. The Alumni Association acts as a liaison between alumni and the school while fostering moral, spiritual, and financial support for the continued growth of St. Edward High School. Together, we are St. Ed's.
6-6 our score here with 3:48 to go here at St. Edward High School, as we are coming out of a Reynoldsburg timeout, and they will be getting the ball as St. Ed's yet to come out of their huddle. Now they have just come out of the huddle, and now Reynoldsburg getting ready to inbound it as Xavier Brown will inbound it. Now Juan Mackey bringing it up, driving in through Eagle defenders, passing it to Ernest West for 3, and he got it.
He got a nice look at that basket, getting it from the corner to hit that big triple.
JT now bringing it up. Eagles down by 3. Joey Ivanchik, and he's going to get the 3, and we are tied up at 9 once again.
What a way to answer the 3 with your own 3.
Now Reynoldsburg bringing it up. On out of bounds, Reynoldsburg ball.
Well, the Eagle defense was going in there trying to get that interior pass, but then they were able to kick the ball out of bounds as Reynoldsburg will get the trigger.
Ernest West now driving into the hoop, looking, passing it out to Xavier Brown. Xavier Brown passing it in. Now to Jeremy Martin, and that ball is deflected. And now the Eagles will bring it up. Passing it out to JT. JT driving in. Got it.
Well, he is a nice player making that drive and that slashing move to the hole.
And there's going to be a foul on St. Ed's. Looks like blocking foul.
Foul is on number 20 for St. Ed's.
That's Malachi Boone. That's his first foul of the game. First foul for St. Edward. (11 to 9), 2:50 to go here. Reynoldsburg will get it. Caden Jordan now bringing it. And he's going through 3 Eagle defenders to get it up to the hoop. As now St. Ed's will get it, looking to slow the pace down a little bit. There's going to be a foul on Reynoldsburg. And I believe Brian Vlasic will go. Yeah, Brian Vlasic will go to the line for 2 shots, as that is Caden Jordan. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, one of the things you want to do is get points off the turnovers and getting them. Eagles were able to move the ball, but while they get the foul, they'll get to the line, and they connect on that one.
And that is Brian Vlasic's 3rd point of the game. 12 to 9 our score here with 2:33 to go. Vlasic, his second shot is good. Now Caden Jordan passing it to Ernest West. West to Brown. Oh no, St. Ed's will get it back. St. Ed's bringing it up, loses the ball control. Brian Velasic for three, and he's got it. St. Ed's now up 16-9 as Reynoldsburg, as we are pressing them on their side of the court. Now Reynoldsburg get it. Jordan dishing it out. St. Ed's will get it back. JT bringing it up the court. JT passing. Oh, he can't get control of the ball as Xavier Brown will get that. And Brown bringing it up, slowing down the pace for the Raiders. Brown putting it up, and there's going to be, I believe, a foul on St. Ed's. Looks like that'll be against Joey Ivanchik. That's his first foul of the game. And that is the second team foul for St. Ed's. And there is a timeout being taken, I believe, by St. Ed's.
Well, with 1:49 to go, the Eagles were able to come up. This game was tied at 9. Eagles were able to get the lead at 11-9, but then a couple of key three-pointers. And I really like the way that they're moving the ball, especially off the turnovers, and really converting those. And they're actually doing a very good job doing that, jumping out to a 16-9 lead.
Yeah, and I believe this lead could be bigger if they were able to limit the amount of turnovers, because they have had a lot of turnovers in this game, and they're not really controlling the ball as well. But I feel like as the game progresses, they're going to get a lot better in controlling the basketball. And
I like the way that JT moves the ball around. He's doing a good job, and when he gets those open looks, he does a very good job at it.
So now we are coming out of the timeout, as I believe it'll be St. Edward basketball here with 1:49 to go here in the first quarter. Oh no, it's going to be free throws for Xavier Brown of Reynoldsburg, as he will get 2 shots at the line. First shot rattles out, as now he will get 1 more shot on the line. St. Ed's looking to extend their lead. Reynoldsburg looking to cut that lead. His second shot rattles out again. And they're going to say it's St. Ed's ball, even though from up here it looked like it was off the Eagles.
Well, what a big break for St. Ed's. 2 missed free throws, and now the Eagles will get the basketball back with that 16-9 lead.
Brian Velasic now bringing it up for St. Ed's, passing it over to JT. JT now working at the top of the arc, looking on the Ed's logo, looking for an opening. Oh, and he was looking for Nick Frisco down on the baseline, but he was not ready for that, and that just went out of bounds. That'll be a turnover, and the Raiders will get it back.
If he would have been able to connect on that, that would have been a beautiful backdoor play. He's got good eyesight on the floor.
Now the Raiders bringing it up, as the Eagles going with a half-court press. Xavier Brown now passing it over. Now over to Juan Mackey. Mackey at the top by the half court. Now by the Eds Benson. He's going to turn it over. And now St. Ed's bringing it up the court. And they are going to get another basket, as that was Nick Frisco. That's his first points of the game.
Well, they just doubled up Reynoldsburg, leading them now 18-9.
Now Jaleel Madison now on the arc, getting trapped by Eagle defenders. Oh, what a stop by JT. And now St. Ed's getting it. Brian Velasic now bringing it up. Velasic driving in, stops from the 3. Oh, off the side of the rim. And Reynoldsburg will take that back, as Xavier Brown now bringing it up for the Raiders. Now slowing it down. 33 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Now Reynoldsburg driving it into the, between the legs pass to Jaleel Madison. Now JT bringing it up for St. Ed's. Driving in. Oh, and he's going to get stopped by number 13, Jeremy Martin. What a stop.
Well, Martin said not in his house. JT had a really good move. He got the steal, was able to drive the lane, but then Martin said, No, it looked good, but I'm going to put that back in your face.
Timeout, St. Edwards, 15.1 seconds to go, 18-9 St. Ed's, as we will take this timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
At Joyce Buick GMC, we're receiving truckloads of new vehicles.
Check out our great selection of new and certified used cars and trucks.
For over 50 years, people have come from near and far.
For the best sales and service experience.
See us today for the lowest prices and great selection in stock.
And that's why people say,
Drive Joyce, your friends and neighbors, Dale.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
$18 to 9 our score, 15.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter. As St. Ed's now will get it on sideline. Inbound pass to JT. Oh, and there was some contact. And JT just chucking it in. And that'll hit off of Juan Mackey. And Juan's looking for potentially a foul on St. Ed's. But nothing was called. As St. Ed's still in possession of the ball. 13 seconds now left on the clock.
That was a smart play by throwing it off the Reynoldsburg player.
Now JT passing it over to Nick Frisco. JT gets it back, puts it up. No good. Reynoldsburg gets it back. 3 seconds to go. 2, 1, and Reynoldsburg will get the buzzer beater.
It's a great play. They were able to get it down. The Eagles were not able to come back on the defensive side quickly enough. And they do get the buzzer beater, and they cut the lead down to 7 as we are at the quarter break.
18-11 our score here after one quarter. (18-11) is our score here as we start the second quarter of action. 7 minutes left in the first half, and St. Ed's will be getting the ball on the sideline closest to us. And the Eagles now will bring it out. Malachi Boone now will bring it up for the Eagles as the Eagles look to add on to their lead. Johnny Ivanchik now with it, looking to pass back. Oh, and they're going to call a kickball on Reynoldsburg. And St. Ed's will get it on the baseline as Malachi Boone to inbound for the Eagles. Boone gets it in to Andrew Kish. Kish back to Boone. Boone gets it over the arc. Looking for Crocker. Crocker gets it up and in.
Crocker got a nice move, got the ball on the left side, was able to go strong to the basket to pick up the points.
Now Reynoldsburg Brown passing it over to Mackey. Mackey back to Brown. Brown bringing it up the court now. Oh, and that's going to be stripped away, and the Eagles will get it as they get another turnover, and they're looking to bring it up, go coast to coast. Will be Johnny Ivanchik, and he goes coast to coast.
Boy, Johnny E. doing a good job getting the steal, bringing it down the floor, and getting the bucket.
Now Reynoldsburg now getting double teamed in by the paint, and they're going to call a foul on St. Ed's, as they could have also called potentially a travel, and that'll be on Johnny Ivanchik. That's his second foul of the game.
Martin not too happy with the foul, as he just kind of threw the ball in a little bit of disgust and just a little upset.
Caden Jordan driving in, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. and that will be his 6th point of the game.
And all of a sudden, Reynoldsburg coming right back into this contest.
22-13 our score, 5:40 to go here in the first half. St. Ed's passing it up to Colin Crocker. Crocker to Brown. Crocker gets it back in the paint, puts it up. Can't get it to go, and there's going to be a pushing foul. And Reynoldsburg, I believe, will now get the ball.
Well, the foul will get called on number 34.
Colin
and initially, some of the folks here thought there should have been a walking call, but the official said that he really didn't have control of the basketball. He juggled it, and that's why the walking wasn't called.
Crocker getting his first foul of the game, and Reynoldsburg will now bring it back up. Juan Mackey now bringing it up over the timeline, passing it over to Xavier Brown. Xavier now bringing it back to Mackey. Mackey going through Eagle defenders. As West will get it, passing it out to Brown. Brown for 3, off the back iron, no good. But getting the rebound put back will be Jeremy Martin for 2, and that's his 8th point of the game.
He seems to be all over the place. Wherever that basketball is, there he is, and he got the great rebound and put back.
Now Boone. Ethan George now turned over. Reynoldsburg bringing it up. Got it in. Jeremy Martin again, 10 points, and another timeout taken by St. Ed's.
And the lead is cut down to 5, and we talked about Jeremy Martin. Boy, you talk about what he's been able to do. He came in and able to get the turnover, got the points, and he's really single-handedly kept Reynoldsburg in the game today.
Yeah, Jeremy Martin leading all scorers on both teams with 10 points here in the game. As for St. Ed's, their leading scorer is Brian Velasic, only with 7 points, though.
We've seen a little bit of the back and forth flow in this game. You get St. Ed's going on that big run when the game was tied at 9, and they really kicked out a big lead, but now you see Reynoldsburg chipping away. It's just, I guess, it's a matter of patience by the Eagles. Really get your offensive set up, a little bit helter-skelter for a bit, but it's just a matter of getting settled down. And the big key is you got to try to stop Mr. Jeremy Martin, number 13. He has been
unstoppable today.
Yeah.
So St. Ed's will get it. We'll get it back. Johnny Ivanchik bringing it up the court now for the Eagles. And the pass almost intercepted as Malachi Boone bringing it up, putting it up and in. That's his first 2 points of the game. We've been calling his name a lot, but that's the first time we've called him for a basket.
He made a nice move, stopped from about 13 feet away of the rim, and was able to put it up for 2.
Mackey now working it on the arc. Eagles get the turnover, passing it. And that'll be Broden Moore for his first 2 points of the game.
Now that was nice. You get the defensive steal and the turnover, but then the good comes the bad. You get a foul on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I believe Xavier Brown will go to the line for 2, as that foul will be against St. Edward. And that'll be against Colin Crocker. That's his second foul of the game. That's the second Eagle now with 2 fouls in the game. Xavier Brown for his first shot. Got it. (26-18) our score, 4 minutes ago here in the first half.
Not easy doing everything, huh?
No.
Well,
and he gets his second shot to go.
And folks, the reason I said that, he's basically doing my job when I'm calling the varsity games of handling the score and doing everything, and it's not very easy to do.
Now Reynoldsburg, oh wow. Malachi Boone just swatting that away, but there's going to be a jump ball as that he swatted it away, brought it back in. Reynoldsburg getting the ball, and they're going to call a jump ball, and it's going to stay with Reynoldsburg.
It was a good defensive move coming in, trying to get that ball poked away. Need to make a good defensive stand right now, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Reynoldsburg.
Yeah, Ernest West went in to get that ball, but just could not keep it, but luckily for them, off a Eagle defender.
Now this is the second of 4 games today. This is the first of the triple header against Reynoldsburg.
And now Xavier Brown bringing it up for Reynoldsburg, and there's going to be a blocking foul against St. Ed's.
Well, the Eagles did not set up defensively as he tried to go through 2 defenders, and once you don't get those feet set up, you're going to get called with the blocking foul, and that'll give Reynoldsburg the inbound baseline.
Yeah, Malachi Boone, that's his second foul of the game. And now Reynoldsburg getting it, as that'll be Jeremy Martin. We've been calling his name a lot now. Xavier Brown putting it up, can't get it, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and there's going to be another foul. Wow.
Well, the first time was a good block by the Eagles. The second time, a little questionable, as the foul will be on number 25. And
Andrew Kish will get that one.
And, the Eagle defenders did have their hands up in the air.
Off the back iron, and that is Xavier Brown at the line, and now he's 2 for 3 at the line.
When you get those free opportunities, you got to make the most of it.
Now Brown got it. 3 of 4 at the line for him today. And now Malachi Boone will be bringing it up. For St. Ed's, passing to Owen Murtaugh. Murtaugh puts it up, can't get it to go. And Andrew Kish will get that bucket. And that'll go out, and that'll stay with Reynoldsburg.
Offensive rebounds, and getting those offensive rebounds and converting them into points, that's been a big key for the Eagles so far in this first half of action.
Yeah, Reynoldsburg in the bonus situation as St. Ed's 7 fouls against them. Reynoldsburg with 3.
Good defense. Now the Eagles back in a 2-3 zone defense.
Mackey now fighting. Malachi Boone bringing it up in a race, and that's going to, that's a scary collision over there
and the chair got the worst of it.
Yeah, Juan Mackey went flying into a chair, almost into a guardrail beam, I would say.
Well, almost into the rope and the pole that holds that rope open, but no worse for the wear on that. So
2:58 to go here in the first half. St. Ed's inbounding it. Oh, what a shot there by number 32, Nick Frisco. That's his 4th point of the game.
And coming back, Reynoldsburg scoring, number 3. Coming back with that basket.
Caden Jordan now with 8 points on the day. Malachi Boone bringing it up for St. Ed's, passing it over to Kish. Oh, and there's going to be a foul, and it's going to stay on the baseline for the Eagles.
The foul will be on number 3 as he reached in.
Caden Jordan now that's his 2nd foul on the day. And that's the 4th team foul for Reynoldsburg.
Coming up after this game, we'll have the JV matchup against Reynoldsburg, and then at 4 o'clock, myself and Coach Tom Lombardo will have the varsity call.
Off the back iron, as now Reynoldsburg getting it. Caden Jordan bringing it up. Oh, and Boone almost with a reach-in foul, but Jordan able to keep his composure and keep that ball, but it won't matter as St. Ed's gets the defensive rebound. As Johnny Ivanchik bringing it up for St. Ed's. He's going to stop, and now he crosses over the half-court line. Ivanchik to Boone. Boone working it around. Boone driving. Oh, no walking. No walking foul. And that'll be Johnny Ivanchik for 2, and that is his 7th point of the game. Now Reynoldsburg driving in, and he's got it.
Boy, that hung on the rim on the drive, and good points. It was a 10-point lead. Now the lead is cut back down to 8.
St. Ed's now with the ball. Nick Frisco going in. Oh, and that's going to be tipped as he was looking for someone up high for St. Ed's. And there's going to be a foul. And Johnny Ivanchik, I believe, will be going to the line.
The foul is on number 3.
Caden Jordan, that's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:21 to go here, only in the first half, and he's already at 3 fouls.
And it was not a ticky-tack foul. It was a good, hard foul, but the Eagles will take advantage and go to the free throw line.
Ivanchik now to the line for 2. Got it. He's at 8 points now, and he's leading the St. Edward scoring. Oh, that's his 9th point, actually. Now his second shot from the charity stripe. Got it to go. 34-24, 120 to go here in the first half. Ernest West now, getting it stolen by Nick Frisco. Frisco getting it, and that is another basket for the Eagles. Now Reynoldsburg bringing it up as Booker gets it. Passing over to West. West. Martin now getting it, looking for a foul. No foul was called. And now St. Edward bringing it up the court. Ivanchik passing over to Brandon Moore. Moore back up to Boone. Boone at the top near the half-court line. Passing it over to Ivanchik near the St. Edward half-court logo.
30 seconds left in the half.
Got to get a scoring here. As now just standing there, nearly got the violation, the 5-second violation. As Ivanchik driving in, can't get it. 3 ball, got it! That was number 32, Nick Frisco, with the 3 ball. Actually, that was Ethan George with the 3 ball, and that'll take us to halftime. 39-24, our score at the half, as we will take this timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
Attention alumni, Eagle Connect is your one-stop shop for all things St. Ed's. Whether you're looking to reconnect with classmates, professionally network, catch a live stream broadcast, or want to flip through your digital yearbook catalog, Eagle Connect has you covered. Sign up today at sehsconnect.net.
Being in St. Ed's has taught me how to become a leader and how to talk when I feel like I need to talk and say the things that I need to say.
Like, we call for leadership. Like, I know I have these talents, but I'm just gonna like kind of sit back and just let everything happen. Like, nah, I'm gonna step up and make it happen.
I think Ed's does one of the best jobs around of allowing a person to make their own path. If you want to be an individual that has an impact in this community, you have all the resources to do so. Wow, like this place wants me to be something great.
Here at Joyce Buick GMC, our lot is beginning to get full again.
The selection of new Buicks and GMCs is the best it's been for a long time.
And we have many great GMC certified vehicles here and ready for delivery.
Come to Joyce Buick GMC now for great buys on new Buicks and GMCs.
Or a GM certified used SUV or truck. Come see why we say,
drive Joyce, your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
It is halftime here at St. Edward High School. The Eagles leading the Reynoldsburg Raiders 39-24. As we are going to go over some of the first half stats for St. Ed's, Malachi Boone with 2 points, Ethan George with 3, Johnny Ivanchik leading all scorers for the Eagles with 10 points, Andrew Kish with 2, Broden Moore with 2, Colin Crocker with 2, Nick Frischko with 6, JT Kelschmer with 4, and Brian Velasic with 7. And for the Reynoldsburg Raiders, Caden Jordan, 8 points on the day, Xavier Brown, 5 points, Ernest West with 3, and Jeremy Martin leading all scorers for the Raiders with 10 points. Now, some players are getting into foul trouble. For the Eagles, Malachi Boone with 2 fouls, Johnny Ivanchik with 2 fouls, and Colin Crocker with 2 fouls. For the Raiders, Caden Jordan already has 3 fouls on the day, and we still have another half to play.
Oh, he's going to have to be very, very careful with the foul situation. We talked about this in the second quarter, is getting those points off the turnovers. 39-24, it's a nice, comfortable lead for the Eagles, but you got to watch out for this Reynoldsburg team, because you look at Martin, what'd you say, he had 10 points? 10 points, and a lot of it came between the end of the first quarter and the middle of the second quarter, so they're going to have to really keep an eye on him, continue the pressure, and really just continue to do what they're doing. They're playing a very good game, getting the offensive rebounds. I like the way they play defense, because they're really causing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, they're really pressuring them, and they're going even with that half court, even sometimes that full court press, really putting the pressure on this Reynoldsburg offense. And as we get set for the second half of action, just want to let you know that coming at 2:30, we will have the JV game versus Reynoldsburg, and then I believe at 4 o'clock we will have the varsity game versus Reynoldsburg. And for the varsity game, you will have my dad, Adam, and who else?
Coach Lombardo.
I have no idea.
It's been a long day for you. I know I could understand that, but yeah. So Coach Lombardo and I will have the call for the game at 4 o'clock. That game scheduled tip-off is at 4. We'll have the pregame probably about 3:50, and should be a good game. The Eagles looking to avenge a loss last year to Reynoldsburg. Reynoldsburg coming into this game on the varsity level with a 3-3 record. Eagles doing a very good job before they head off to San Diego for a Christmas holiday tournament next week.
So we're getting set here at the start of the third quarter. St. Ed's will inbound it, as JT Kirschmeyer will get the ball to start this second half of action. Now Boone passing it over to Ivanchik. Ivanchik stopped, still has his dribble, now uses it, driving in to the 2-point area. And now Boone over to JT. JT, oh, his 3 gets blocked.
And once again, who's the guy that comes in to make that block is Martin. Martin has been in the face of JT a couple of times and making some good blocks. He's got to be a little bit quicker once he gets that ball in the back court. He's got to make a quicker release.
Now Juan Mackey bringing it up for the Raiders, bringing it over the timeline. Now passing it over to Brown. Brown, and that's going to be tipped off an Eagle defender, and that's going to stay with the Raiders. Now Xavier Brown set to inbound. Or actually, no, Caden Jordan will be set to inbound. Getting it in to Xavier Brown. Brown on the 3-point arc. Looking to get something going for the Raiders. Passing it over. Oh, no, it's going to be intercepted by the Eagles, as that'll be Brian Velasic getting the steal. Now bringing it up, driving in the paint, puts it up and gets it to go. That's his 9th point on the day.
Boy, what a nice move. He gets the steal, was able to go through the lane and able to put up that little jumper.
Xavier Brown driving in, stops, takes the 2, can't get it to go, and the Eagles will get the defensive rebound as Colin Crocker puts it up and in. He was wide open down there, asked for it, and he got it.
Boy, one pass, you get it down underneath, get the easy bucket, and now the Eagles really coming up and opening up the lead.
Caden Jordan now with the ball. Now 2 ball, can't get it to go, as Crocker will get that rebound, stops, passing it back to Johnny Ivanchik. Now Boone bringing it up for St. Ed's. 43-24 our score, 5:28 to go. And that'll go for Colin Crocker. That's his 6th point of the game.
Eagles are making it look really easy, slicing and dicing through the defense.
Caden Jordan driving in, and he's going to get it. There's going to be a timeout, Reynoldsburg. The basket will count, as that is Caden Jordan's 10th point of the game.
And what an athletic move that he made. He was able to get it. He falls on his keister, and that ball was able to fall into the back inside and fall into that rim for the bucket. And really, it was a much-needed basket for Reynoldsburg because they were facing an onslaught by this St. Ed's team to start the third quarter of play.
Yeah, I originally thought that was going to be called a foul, and he was going to get the and one when I heard the whistle. But then I saw him point to Reynoldsburg, and they took their 30-second timeout, as it is now 45-26 St. Ed's, and they've really come out hot, as that's what they need to keep this huge lead against the Raiders. As now St. Ed's set to get it, coming out of the timeout. Reynoldsburg only with 2 timeouts left here in the game, but St. Ed's has 3 timeouts left in the game. As Johnny Ivanchik will be set to inbound it to Malachi Boone. Boone bringing it up for St. Ed's. Now passing over to Ivanchik. Ivanchik at the top of the arc, passing back to Boone. Boone passing it over to Brian Velasic, and he's going to get the 3-2 go. Now Reynoldsburg bringing it up. Caden Jordan now bringing it over the timeline. Oh, he fakes the pass, dishing it over to Jeremy Martin. He's going to get the 2. And now the Eagles set to bring it here. JT from the charity stripe got it to go. 50-28 our score. 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. Now Reynoldsburg looking to get something going as Ernest West driving in, and he's going to get the basket to go.
Nice move by West on that right side of the lane. Was able to throw it high off the window.
St. Ed's with a 20-point lead. Malachi Boone now at the Eagle logo. Now passing it over to JT. JT driving in, looking for someone as the Raiders wanted to travel. And that will be Brian Vlasic now getting it after kind of a messy play, but he's going to be able to get his 14th point of the game. Now Raiders. Xavier Brown off the iron. Can't get it to go, but that'll be a rebound by Juan Mackey. Mackey bringing it back out and bringing it up more towards half court. Now looking for a screen. Can't get it. And there's going to be a foul called, I believe, on St. Ed's. That'll be on Colin Crocker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. As Reynoldsburg now will get it. And Crocker's going to be subbed out here as smart move by Coach Lurch, as he doesn't want one of his big guys fouling out of the game. Now Reynoldsburg inbounding it to Jordan. Jordan driving in, stops, puts it up, can't get it to go as it was partially blocked. And that'll be Martin going up and off an Eagle defender, and it'll be Reynoldsburg ball. Now Jordan inbounding it to West. West bringing it up off the back iron, rattles out, in and out, as the Eagles now will get it. Malachi Boone bringing it up for St. Ed's. 52-30 our score, 3:24 here to go. Reynoldsburg gets the steal. Martin putting it up and in. That is his 14th point of the game. And now JT bringing it up for St. Ed's over the timeline at the top of the arc. Driving it, stops, puts it up, got it to go.
Oh, he's got such a sweet move. Started it on the right, went to the top of the arc, and then in the key, and got the basket.
West driving in, can't get it to go. Eagles will get it. Boone bringing it up for St. Ed's, passing it over to Ivanchik. Ivanchik for 3, and he's got it.
Eagles cannot miss from three-point range right now.
Timeout Reynoldsburg. 57-32, our score, 2:44, and we are going to take this timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
The St. Ed's Alumni Association is once again proud to sponsor the live stream broadcasts of your St. Edward Eagles. The Alumni Association acts as a liaison between alumni and the school while fostering moral, spiritual, and financial support for the continued growth of St. Edward High School. Together, we are St. Ed's.
At Joyce Buick GMC, we're receiving truckloads of new vehicles.
Check out our great selection of new and certified used cars and trucks.
For over 50 years, people have come from near and far.
For the best sales and service experience.
See us today for the lowest prices and great selection in stock.
And that's why people say,
Drive Joyce, your friends and neighbors, Dale.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
(57-32) our score here with 2:44 left to go in the third quarter. As St. Ed's leading it over the Reynoldsburg Raiders. As the Raiders, Juan Mackey bringing it up at the Ed's logo, looking for a screen now. Oh, gets it through. 3-ball. Mackey off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go as St. Ed's will bring it up. Nick Frisco bringing it up for St. Ed's. Driving in, going coast to coast on that one.
Oh, he threw that one up, hit the white tape on the window, and was able to get the good bounce.
Booker now bringing it up, or has it for St. Ed's at the Eagles logo, passing it to Martin. Martin can't get it to go, but it'll be an offensive rebound for the Raiders. As now Mackey driving in, stopped by the Eagles.
The defense just came in, collapsed, and was able to get the turnover.
Ivanchik bringing it. Oh, wow. What a pass. There's going to be a foul, and they're going to count it for Jeremy Martin. That's another 2-ball. And that was just a wild pass by, I believe that was Booker, behind the back pass over to Martin.
And Martin was lucky enough that the official was looking more at the basketball than his feet, because he could have been called with the traveling call.
JT getting called for the foul for St. Ed's. Ball, the second shot, the and one does not go. And now JT bringing it up. Going in, can't get it to go. And it'll be a defensive rebound for the Raiders. And now Booker on the side, passing it over to Madison. Madison looking to drive in, passes it out to Booker. Booker by the corner, driving in, got it to go. That's his first points of the game.
Nice move by Booker on the baseline.
Now JT has it for St. Ed's, passing it over to Nick Frisco. And no, there's going to be a foul. Basket did not go.
The foul will be on Martin.
Martin, that's his second foul.
That'll send Frisco to the line.
As Frisco, 8 points on the day. Looking to add on to that. Off the back iron, won't go. As St. Ed's making some substitutions. Now Frisco, his second shot. Oh, and it's stuck.
You don't see that very often,
you do
but
not.
That one just jammed right into the...
That was the most perfect shot that got stuck up there. I don't really know how to describe that.
It got stuck.
Besides that. All right, Madison bringing it up for the Raiders of Reynoldsburg. Now he's dancing, going up by the St. Ed's logo. Now he's going to drive in, passing it to Booker. Booker for three, off the side of the rim, and JT's going to get that rebound for St. Ed's. Now bringing it up, passing it to Jamal Menefield. Menefield, oh, and he took a hit down there. And that foul will be called against Reynoldsburg, and that'll be Jeremy Martin. That's his third foul of the game. And now Menefield, bit shooken up, going to go to the line now for two. 45.9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 59-36 our score. Menefield. Got it. What we noticed from the last game against Rhodes, Menefield really... I'm actually going to wait till he's done shooting to say what I want to say.
In other words, you don't want to give him the announcer's jinx, do you?
Correct. Got it. So as I was going to say, in the last game against Rhodes, he was really helpful for the Eagles at the free throw line. Now Brown passing it over to Madison. Madison passing it up. Oh, no, wait, Madison now has it. 3-ball. Oh, airmail, and Menefield fighting for that ball. And that is going to go for St. Ed's. 26.9 seconds to go, 61-36 our score. As Andrew Kish will inbound it to JT. JT bringing it over the timeline for the Eagles. As the Eagles looking to add on to their already huge lead. And now he's at the Eagle logo. Looking to get something going. Stops.
As long as he makes that move to the basket, there's not a 5-second call.
JT stopping from the free throw line. Got it to go. That's his 8th point of the game, and that will be the end of the third quarter. 63-36 our score after three quarters, and we will take this timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
Being at St. Ed's has taught me how to become a leader and how to talk when I feel like I need to talk and say the things that I need to say.
Like, we call for leadership. Like, I know I have these talents, but I'm just gonna like kind of sit back and just let everything happen. Like, nah, I'm gonna step up and make it happen.
I think Ed's does one of the best jobs around of allowing a person to make their own path. If you want to be an individual that has an impact in this community, you have all the resources to do so. Wow, like this place wants me to be something great.
(63-36) our score here as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now going over some points leaders for both teams. For the Eagles, it'll be Johnny Ivanchik with 15 points on the day. And for the Raiders, it'll be Jeremy Martin with 16 points going for him today. Now the Eagles, Boone, bringing it over the timeline. Passing it to Kish. Kish to Menefield. Menefield looking to get something going. Passes it back to Boone. Boone at the top of the arc. Working it back towards half court. Going up towards the basket. Driving in. Boone got it to go. Nice little underhand layup to get it going. Now the Raiders with the ball. Stops, puts it up. Airmail, rebound by Menefield. Now Boone looking to get another drive started for the Eagles.
Eagles up by 29 points.
Kish for three, no good. Menefield getting that. Menefield putting it back up and in.
He was right there on the spot on the low block, was able to get the rebound, and again, rebounds turning into points.
Yeah, Menefield probably has the most rebounds to points on the team. As now he gets that rebound, passing it back to Boone, and now the Eagles looking to get it started once again. Boone at the top of the arc. Passing it, wide open to Kish, and Kish will get his 4th point. Wide open. As I said, no one guarding him whatsoever. Now the Raiders passing it back to Booker. Booker working it back out, guarded by Boone. Now Booker over to Carter. Carter working it up, deflected, gets it back to Booker. Booker putting it up, and the Eagles will get the rebound, and there's going to be a foul, as that was actually number 10 Xavier Brown looking to put it back up. And now
a whole set of substitutions now for Reynoldsburg.
Yeah, Xavier Brown getting called on that foul, as there's going to be 5 fresh legs for the Raiders, as St. Ed's will be getting the ball. As
I think the referee wanted to make sure.
There were 5.
He wanted to make sure. We got 5, you got 5, we're all good.
Yeah. And so we're going to do the inbound back again, as Liam Gray to inbound to Ethan George. George out there now, passing it to Sonby. Sonby back to Gray. Gray over to Sonby. Now Menefield. Menefield at the top of the key, picking up his dribble. As Gray looking, stops, put it up, got the 3 to go.
Almost a set shot for the young man. he was able to free himself from the defender and get the first 3 points of the game for him.
Ernest West now with the ball for the Raiders. Now looking to get something going, passes it. And that's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Raiders.
And number 25 for St. Ed's, he came off a little bit hobbling. He'll take a seat on the bench.
Now Reynoldsburg putting it up, getting it to go. 72-38 our score, 4:05 to go. As now Liam Gray bringing it over the timeline for the Eagles. Gray to Menefield. Menefield passing it to Sonby. Sonby up to Moore. Moore driving in, stops, could have been, and he will be called for the travel. As I was about to say, they weren't going to call him for the travel, but they did.
He dragged the pivot foot. He tried to stop and couldn't keep that pivot foot from moving.
3:40 to go here in the game as St. Ed's leading at 72-38. Reynoldsburg now bringing it up on their side of the court. Passes to West. West driving in, putting it up off the glass, can't get it to go. And Broden Moore will get the rebound, passing it back up to Liam Gray. And now the Eagles will look to get another scoring chance going. Passing it to Moore. Moore to Sonby. Sonby.
He really thought about taking that shot, but was not able to get a good, clean handle on the basketball.
Murtaugh to Sonby. And now Gray gets a turnover by the Eagles. Bringing it up the court is Juan Mackey. Can't get it to go. Gray passing, looking for Murtaugh. Turnover. Intercepted by Ernest West. West now bringing it up, loses his dribble. Top of the key, 3-ball off the back iron, and that'll be a defensive rebound for Moore. Now Moore passing it to Sonby. Sonby bringing it up, passing it. And now Moore to Schultz. Schultz to Murtaugh. Murtaugh looking for someone down in the corner, looking to drive in. Stops, puts it up, got it to go.
He had a nice baseline move, was able to just take a step inside and able to get the easy 2-foot bunny.
West now bringing it up, puts it up, got it to go. That is his 7th point of the game. As now Liam Gray bringing it up for St. Ed's, passing over to Moore. Moore putting it up, and there's going to be a foul.
That lane was so wide open. He took that quick step to the basket, but then got fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Sean Chandler being called for the foul for the Raiders. 74-40, 1:40 to go here in the game, as I believe we have a running clock going.
Yes, it is a running clock once you get past that 30-point lead. Running clock in effect.
Moore off the back iron. Almost got that one stuck, too.
Now, that would have been even better if it would have gotten stuck, because it would have stayed on the back table of it and not kind of wedged it in.
Now Broden Moore back to the line for his second shot, looking to get his 3rd point of the game. And it's off the back iron. That's going to be a rebound by Sean Chandler for the Raiders. Now passing it up to Jeremy Martin. Martin going in, can't get it. Loose ball. Liam Gray bringing it up for St. Ed's. Going, got it to go.
Nice hustle by the young man. He was able to get down and getting that layup off the left side.
Now Madison for the Raiders, passing it over. Now getting it back. Top of the key. Or no, top of the arc for 2. Off the back iron, can't get it to go. And Moore will get it, passing it back to Gray.
All the Eagles have to do is just hold on to the basketball.
Now passing it up to Murtaugh. Murtaugh to Moore. Moore for 3, can't get it to go. And it'll be a defensive rebound for the Raiders. As now Martin throwing it up. Oh, in and out. And there'll be 9 seconds to go, and the clock is just running, and they're just going to let the clock run out. 2 seconds, 1, and that is the ball game.
Eagles win this one 76-40, and they really took control in the third quarter and in the second half to really take control of things in this game.
Yeah, the Eagles really got hot, especially one of their shooters, Johnny Ivanchik, going for 15 points in the game today, and he leads all scorers for the Eagles. As the second scorer, Brian Vlasic with 14 points. Now for the Raiders, their leading scorer, Jeremy Martin, with 16 points on the day. Eagles win it 76-40. For my partner, Adam Mendoza, I'm Chris Mendoza. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in just a few minutes for JV basketball. Have a great day, everybody.